Okay, here's just going to be a quick sample of toolpath and a drawing I already have here. Just a square 1/2 inch thick. I'm going to do some holes and a countersink, and then I'm going to put a round over what they call profile routing around that edge. So the first off, we'll go grab a drill bit in our tools, and I'm going to use a 1/4 inch diameter bit. I have to click on that to drop the bit anywhere on the drawing. Now I have to tell it what directions I want it to go. It's a closed geometry, meaning that a straight line would be or any line that doesn't come back and connect together again would be an open geometry. So I want to go around the inside in a clockwise direction, and I'm going to have everything in layers, so I'll shut off my layers and just turn on those holes that I want to do. And I'll just put a bounding box around them. That's going to go around the inside of those holes. If I zoom in, you can see the little ghost tool there that shows me which side of the line I'm on. I'll close that. Now I need to I want the sides to be vertical, straight up and down the sides of those holes. There's a series of screens to go through here. Most of them are already set up where we want them. Material top is going to be 0.5. I want them to go all the way through. I'm going to do this in about 3 cuts, meaning it's going to take that 1/2 inch depth and do it in 3 equal passes. And we'll gouge that down fairly fast. This is all preset. There again, I can put a bounding box around them, right click, and there's the tool path inside of that hole. The geometry should turn white, showing that the tool is actually going to that complete geometry. I'll turn that tool path off, come back over to my user layers, and I'll turn on the countersinks, turn the holes off, and I'm going to use a ball bottom bit. Double click anywhere on the screen. I can right click or left click, get rid of that tool, or that sets the tool. Actually, I have to go with my tool directions. I still want to go inside clockwise. Pick those holes. Now I'm going to do a profiled route. Select. My material top is 0.5. You can mess around with these. This is just how many passes, how clean of a cut that's going to be. A lot of times I'll go 0.01 on the maximum error, 0.03 on the depth per cut. I found that to just give me a pretty clean cut. And the feeds and speeds are already preset where I have them for that tool. Now down here it's showing pick the side profile. That means over here I'll scroll in. This would be the side profile. So I'll just click it. And then down here at the bottom it wants to have a reference point. Well, I'm going to use F6 on the keyboard. That means the end of that line. F7 would be middle of. But I want to go, this is going to be the top of my material. So I'm going to go to the F6. And it snaps that right to the end of the line. Now I need to select my geometries. So there again, I put this bounding box around them. You can individually pick them, or you can select them all. Right click, and it sets that tool path. It's going to go around several times, dropping down as it goes. This profile here, let's see, oh, I have those layers shut off. This view here, you have to visualize the router bit coming down onto this. It's not like a normal blueprint where this drawing would be rotated 90 degrees looking at the end of this piece here. It's kind of confusing because it needs to be the router bit coming down in the z-axis. So now we will go pick another router bit. I'll use a 1/2 inch diameter bit. I want to go around now let's back up here because I want to do the profile around this. So we will go back to that 1/4 inch ball bottom bit. And I want to go around the outside in a counterclockwise of this profile, because that will be the end of here. And they're going to be still in profiled. This stays where you last left it. Next time you pick a tool, you have to change that if you want to go to a different selection. We're still at 1/2 inch material top. I like these set where they're at. And again, we're asking for the side profile. That is this. The reference point is I'm going to go again the end of, and that'll pick me right at the top of the material. Now I've got to select the geometries. So I can just pick that geometry, right click, and it puts those tool paths around there. I like to go shut my tool paths off. It leaves things less confusing. Now we'll go pick up that 1/2 inch bit. Go around the outside counterclockwise. And this will be the part we're going to route. Now see, I have to go back to vertical because I want a vertical side over here. And we'll just do this in one pass. Final depth means we're going clear to the bottom of my part is 0. And I'll pick that, right click. Now I'll just come up here and grab just a rectangle. We'll just put a box around here, right click, and we'll give it a set materials. Top of the material is 1/2 inch. And I'll right click, and I'll turn on all my tool paths. Then I can come over here to solid simulation and 3D. With this video, we get a lot of odd colors going on here. My video card is not what it should be or could be right at the time to go with the recording here. This will normally be gray, and then the yellow is the finished part or routing, but we'll slow the speed down here a little bit and watch it go to work. Now see, there's a glitch in the video card not keeping up here. I'll zoom in on this last hole and then speed that up a little bit. It should be coming over here. There we go. Now we're going around the outside with that profile. See, it's coming over here and then dropping down and continuing around because it keeps coming out and down. Now this is one nice thing about solid simulation is you can see I should have went ahead and went around the outside of this part and hogged out that base material. Would have left less for that router bit to work on. But that's just a simple way of doing some countersinks, profile routing, and we'll try this again.